Welcome back to The Explainer. So glad you're joining us today because, wow, we are going to unpack a completely hidden strategy tucked right inside the Canadian tax system. We're talking about a move that could potentially save you and thousands of Canadian retirees literally tens of thousands of dollars over the course of retirement, specifically on investments held outside of your TFSA or RRSP. If you spent your entire life building up that nest egg, you're absolutely going to want to pay attention to this one.
Seriously, what if I told you that you might be paying taxes you never actually owed? Are you, unknowingly draining your own wealth? Now let me be super clear right out of the gate. We are not talking about breaking any rules here. This isn't some shady, illegal loophole, and it's definitely not one of those ridiculously complex tricks reserved only for billionaires. No, you don't need a massively complicated financial plan to pull this off.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the real reason people get hit with massive, completely unnecessary tax bills on their non-registered investments, it rarely comes down to picking bad stocks. It comes down to bad timing. It's just a simple, totally preventable timing mistake. Really, it's just that nobody ever sat them down and showed them how to time the tax system to their advantage.
So here is our flight plan for today. Number 1, the hidden tax bomb. Number 2, the counterintuitive strategy. 3, your retirement window. 4, Susan's case study. 5, the 5-step playbook. And finally 6, the biggest mistakes to avoid. Let's get right into it.
Section 1, the hidden tax bomb and the real danger of just waiting to sell. You see, most people just operate under this assumption that taxes are something you only deal with after you've made your money, right? They think, well, I'll worry about the tax when I actually sell the asset. But actually, waiting until you're literally forced to sell your investments in retirement is usually the worst possible time to deal with the CRA. Let's put some numbers to this to make it real. Imagine you bought some investments years ago for, say, $80,000. It's a great portfolio, it grows, and eventually, bam, it's worth $180,000. I mean, that's a fantastic outcome, right?
You log into your brokerage app, you see that 180 grand sitting there, and you naturally feel richer. It's a great feeling. But mathematically, beneath the surface, you are staring at a hidden tax bomb that's just waiting to go off. You've got $100,000 of unrealized capital gains just sitting there. And most retirees just totally ignore this deferred tax liability until they finally need the cash and are forced to sell. And when they do, boom, it triggers a massive tax event.
Which brings us to Section 2, the counterintuitive strategy, selling and buying right back.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how we flip that whole wait to sell idea on its head. Instead of waiting until your income is high, or waiting until you're forced to sell, you intentionally realize some of those gains during the years when your taxable income is low. You actually choose to sell a winning investment, trigger the capital gain, and then literally immediately buy that exact same investment right back. I know, it sounds totally crazy at first, but why do this? It all comes down to your adjusted cost base. When you sell that asset and instantly repurchase it, your portfolio hasn't changed. You own the exact same shares. But mathematically, your adjusted cost base, which is the calculated cost of your investment for tax purposes, goes up. And by raising that base now, you're actively shrinking the size of your future taxable capital gains. You haven't changed your investments at all. You've just changed how much tax you're going to owe later.
Moving to Section 3, the retirement window and how to use your low-income years.
So, why does this specific timing strategy work so incredibly well for soon-to-be retirees in particular? Well, it's all because of how Canada's tax rules map onto your life. Retirees usually hit this sudden, steep drop in taxable income right after they stop working, but right before they start collecting CPP, old age security, or are forced into RIF withdrawals. This gap creates this golden, multi-year window where your tax bracket is just unusually low. And that is exactly when you intentionally realize those gains.
And this brilliantly illustrates the whole concept. Think of lower tax brackets like filling empty seats on an airplane. If you don't use them now, they take off and they are gone forever. Tax brackets are absolutely a use it or lose it scenario. Every single year you have a low taxable income, you've got empty seats in that low tax bracket. Instead of letting that space go to waste, you should be strategically filling those empty seats by triggering capital gains at a heavily reduced tax rate.
Let's look at Section 4, Susan's case study, and the real power of getting the timing right. Okay, let's ground all this abstract math in a real-world scenario. Meet Susan. She's 64 years old, retired last year, and over the past 20 years, her non-registered investment account has racked up $200,000 in capital gains.
If she takes the do-nothing approach and just waits until her late 70s to sell, those gains will stack right on top of her CPP, OAS, and RRIF income. The result? Insanely high taxes and some brutal OAS clawbacks. But look at the strategic approach. She uses her current low-income window to realize a chunk of those gains every single year. She pays next to zero tax right now, and she resets her cost base by buying the investments right back. In both scenarios, her money stayed invested the whole time. But strategically, her massive future tax bill just completely disappears.
On to Section 5, the 5-step playbook and exactly how to execute the strategy.
All right, we've talked theory, but I want you to know exactly how to put this into practice to protect your own wealth. Here is your execution sequence. Step 1, carefully estimate your taxable income for the current year. Let's move to Step 2 and see how this builds. You need to calculate exactly how much room you have left before your income pushes you into the next higher tax bracket. Step 3, pinpoint the investments in your non-registered account that actually have unrealized gains. Step 4, sell just enough of those winners to trigger a gain that perfectly fills up your remaining room in that lower bracket without pushing you over. And finally, Step 5, repurchase that exact same investment. You just repeat this process annually while your taxable income remains low. It's brilliantly simple in theory and an absolute game changer in practice.
Section 6, the biggest mistakes and what could ruin everything.
Now, I do need to issue a firm but helpful warning here. Even a truly great strategy, if you use it at the exact wrong time, can easily turn into a very expensive mistake. You've got to watch out for these red flags. First up, selling way too much in 1 year, which just carelessly pushes you right into the higher tax bracket you were trying to avoid. Second, ignoring provincial taxes. So the crucial point is, federal tax is only half the story. Your province definitely wants its cut, and their brackets matter too. Third, forgetting about old age security clawbacks. Generating extra taxable income today might unexpectedly reduce your government benefits tomorrow if you aren't careful. And lastly, operating in a vacuum. Literally, every move you make has to tie back to your holistic overall retirement plan.
So here's the bottom line for today. 2 retirees with the exact same investments, same lifespan, and the exact same returns can end up paying completely different amounts in tax. Why? Simply because one planned their timing in advance and the other didn't. Truly understanding these timing strategies before you enter retirement is very often worth way more to your bottom line than trying to find the next hot stock. Which leaves me with this final, vital question for you to reflect on. Are you paying for timing mistakes in your portfolio? Seriously, take a look at your non-registered accounts and ask yourself if you're sitting on a hidden tax bomb. If you found this explainer helpful, please make sure you hit subscribe. We are going to be breaking down plenty more Canadian retirement strategies to help you keep the money you literally spent a lifetime earning. Also, let me know in the comments below what retirement topic you want us to explain next. Thanks so much for joining me, and keep learning.